Good day, Bravehearts. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, because we're all over the world. That's right. We are a true Braveheart nation, and welcome to DocStar TV. I'm Dr. Daryl Wolf, and guess what? This is called Real People, Real Healing, and I'm going to try to do probably about 4 or 5 online consults. These are online consultations. So I meet really beautiful people and they agree to come online. Why? Because there are tens of thousands of other people that have conditions just like theirs, and you can learn from these. And understand, I'm going to say this right now. These are not staged, okay? All right? These are not staged. Everything is real. These are real people and real healings, and I hope that you enjoy them. Lori, do you mind? Can you find my glasses? I think they're over there. I am going to be putting my Tesla glasses on because now that I'm doing all these shows, okay, let's just put it this way. Come January, I won't be doing so many shows because we're kicking off the New World Practitioner courses in Ixtapa, Mexico at the 5 Diamond Resort. Okay, you don't have to stay there, so you don't have to pay the big price, but you can utilize everything at the resort. And we will be kicking off the Whole Life Coach certification and the Wolf Non-Surgical certification. And then also we'll be doing the Pelvic Restoration and Braveheart Circle there. So go check out these courses. You know, if you've ever wanted to take like a pelvic course and you're a woman, it's only 3 days, and then come down to the beautiful Zihuatanejo, Ixtapa area and just chill out. Okay, and come and take our course at a 4 Diamond Resort. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Take a look at the videos at braveheartnation.com. Or if you want to come and take a Whole Life Coach certification, who takes it? Well, 50% of the population are the general public because they're at the end of their rope. And we are going to turn that around within 3 days. We're going to crack their coconut from the inside out. But doctors take it, nurses, chiros, health professionals come, people who want to come and learn how to be a whole life coach and do it for a living. And then we have our Wolf Non-Surgical certification. And understand something, it is the most powerful body work. Do you know any other body workers that give a money back guarantee that they're going to do more with you in the first treatment than all the other treatments combined? This is not a sales pitch. This is just how good we are at what we do. That's it. Okay? That's all. Now, today I've got Robert on the line, and Robert came to me in July, okay? Robert came to me in July, and just know this is real people, real healing, and the real truth, and I will never, ever BS you, okay? I will never try to market you, and I swear to God, I will never do that, okay? Now, Robert, how old are you?
I'm 75.
75 years old. You called me up, Robert, in July, and what did you tell me?
I told you that I was diagnosed with skin cancer in my face.
Right. And then can you tell everybody what now, honestly, we haven't talked about what I told him to do back then until now. Okay. So can you tell everybody what I asked you to do? Because I know I probably told you to make some diet changes. I told you to take some nutraceuticals, and I told you to take some massive personal action and do things for yourself. So take your time and go through it, and let's see. Let's do this.
You said, Robert, I want you to flap your face on the side where the cancer is for 5 minutes every day.
Now, I said to clap it with a clapper. Do you have a clapper?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so can you show them your clapper? Can you ask your beautiful wife to grab it, or where is it?
Yeah, I don't know, she disappeared on me. I'll go get it.
Okay, Lori, do you want to grab my clapper for me, honey?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, while Robert's grabbing his clapper, I just want to welcome you all onto the show, and just know that my phone number is 469 861 9454 or 8884. It's not that hard. 469-861-8884. You know what? Do you know why I'm reachable and approachable? Because I'm human just like you. And I'm not better than you. I'm not less than you, but I am here to serve you. Just know that. We are here to serve each other. And if we don't serve each other, we're going to attack each other and kill each other. You do know that, right? You're either running a love program or a hate program. Robert, so here it is. Here's the clapper, everyone.
Here's my flapper.
See? So Robert's got the same thing that I do. And just so you know, before Robert speaks, if that's okay, Robert, I clap every second day for an hour and a half, my neck, my face, my head. People go, oh, how do you stay young looking? Well, lots of things, nutraceuticals, my diet, mainly how I think, okay? How I think. But I do lots of things to keep my vitality. You know, my father, God love him, you know, he used to always say that when somebody was doing something that was helping themselves and not others, that was a selfish act. So I do not believe in that. My father was a born-again Christian pastor, part-time, and a carpenter. And he taught me a lot of wonderful things, but that was not one of them. To look after and care for yourself is telling the source of everything, your God, your creator, that you appreciate the best gift you ever got on a physical, okay, which is your physical body. And understand something. Most of you, and I did say most of you, I didn't say all of you, I didn't say you, but most of you are going to kiss your body goodbye because your body's rotting out like a car would rust. Your body is rotting. And guess what? Most natural health practitioners are not going to hold the line with you strong enough and long enough. And they're not going to tell you what you need to do to become your own practitioner. They're going to treat you, but they're not going to train you. And understand something, that is mistreating you. And that's why this world is not going to change. If you want different, you better go for different. And I am different, trust me. Okay, and again, I will be wearing these glasses, so please, if anybody comes on here and goes, what does he think he is, a movie star? No, I'm not going to burn my eyes out. I hope everybody knows this, that after 3 minutes of blue light therapy, okay, you're actually burning your brain. Your eyes don't see. Your brain makes the images. So your eyes pick up light and they pick up color. So understand, I'm not going to burn my brain, okay? So especially because I'm going to be doing sometimes 2 and 3 shows a day, because I'm going to pump this out. I'm going to bring a lot of people on who have different conditions, all the way from arthritis to stage 4 inflammation. People that are emotionally on the edge, and I mean on the edge. Because I charge $500 for a consult and then lifetime support. But when people come on here, I charge them a lot less because they're sharing their beautiful story of a Braveheart hero with the rest of the world. So understand that. So it's all about us coming together. And if you want to understand, if you want to stand out in life and fulfill your purpose, then you've got to stand out and you've got to stand up for yourself. Robert, so anyways, so I told you to clap, right?
Yeah.
And how often did you clap?
Every day.
Okay. And understand something. Robert was really terrified about this, and I can tell you why. And why wouldn't he be? Because he was never taught how to look after himself. Is that true, Robert?
That's true.
And I am not disrespecting Robert, so please understand that. Nobody's going to be taught how to look after themselves because there's no money in it, okay? There's no money in it. And everybody, the majority of the population is taught how to poison themselves. Not even, look, it would be all right if everybody just did things that were neutral. But 80% of your day to 95% of your day is spent on poisoning yourself on an emotional and physical level. And I can prove that with anyone. And you're going to tell me no, but I'm going to tell you that what you think is normal is abnormal because the majority of the population are knocking themselves off right now. And understand this. I'm going to be back on here after I'm done with Robert. I'm going to talk about turbo diseases and the reasons why there's turbo disease. And you're going to hear about this a lot from many different medical doctors, natural health doctors, and scientists, how like things like cancer have went up 1,000% in the last 3 years. 1,000%. Okay. How diabetes has gone up 1,200%. Guys, everything's blowing through the roof here. And the reality is they call it the harvest. But let's get back to my dear friend, okay? So anyways, so you clap yourself how long every day?
5 minutes every day.
And how hard do you clap?
Very hard.
Can you show them how? Would you mind? No, take your, okay, and show them how hard you clap.
You said? Can you see?
Are you getting this, everyone? Now, at the beginning, it felt kind of unusual to clap your face, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
And it felt like you were being abusive, didn't it?
That's correct.
And guess what? You also felt that if you clapped the cancer, it was going to grow, right?
That's right.
And do you know why, Robert? Because you're programmed like everybody else. And like I was. Remember, when I say everybody, I mean me too, everyone. Until I woke up, me too. And understand this. We were told that if we increase our circulation, we increase cancer. Now understand something. That's not true. If you increase the circulation of the cancer, you increase cancer. And how do you do that? Through stress, okay? Lactic acid buildup, okay? Less oxygen, no minerals coming in, and a dysfunctional, broken mitochondria. That's all it is. So if you want to heal, you have to repair the mitochondria, no matter what disease you have. I don't care if you've got a pimple. There's a mitochondrial problem in those tissue cells. I don't care from pimple to a tumor. Okay, everybody? It's a mitochondrial problem. It's a calcification problem. It's a lactic acid problem. It's a lack of oxygen problem. And it's a too much sugar in your lifestyle problem. You know, people will have high sugar levels even when they come off of sugar because it mimics that they're taking in sugar when they're stressed out. That's right. The symptom actually looks like they've been taking in sugar. So understand something. Sugar and stress, okay, they both can create a big mess all the way to cancer. So now you've been clapping since July, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so I want to know everything else you were doing, but why don't you tell everybody what the doctor said? And guess what? They wanted you to get surgery, right, and cut the cancer out of your face?
That's correct.
And can you show them where it was?
Yes. Okay.
Show where?
It was right here on my cheek on the side here.
Yeah. And you went back to your doctor, and what did he say?
October 10, I went back to him. He says, where was it? I can't find anything anymore. I said, it was right here. He said, oh, that's right. He touched and touched. He said, you're right. He said, I think your cancer is gone. So he asked me, what did you do?
And now tell me what you told him, because I want to know how much trouble I'm going to be in.
I said, I contact a non-surgical doctor from Mexico. That's what I told him.
Oh, there you go.
And then he wanted to know, what did I put on? I said, it's some cream. He said, I need to know what kind of cream. I said, I don't know. I said, I'll let you know. I didn't tell him anything. I didn't know if you wanted me to tell him.
Oh, you should tell the whole world. You should shout it out from the mountaintops, because everything that I give you, it is natural, non-toxic. And guess what? I fear nobody. I fear no man. I fear no medical system. Okay? You need to understand something. We have to walk in the power of God, in our own power here. I have to be proud of what I am and who I am and what I'm doing.
So he told me, Robert, I don't see anything else. I think your cancer's all gone. He says, God bless you. He said, if you have a chance, please let me know what you use. But I didn't tell him yet, but I can.
Oh, well, I want you to tell them, you know what? They're not the enemy. You need to understand, I am not against the medical system. They are good for emergency care, which is 1% of 1% of what they do. And the reality is they don't know how to mind their own business, which is emergency care. But we do know they're the third leading cause of death in North America. So when they mind their own business, everything will be just peachy keen. But they're not going to, because there's too much money in it. Now, what did I ask you to do nutritionally? What I ask you to do externally, and then we'll talk about internally, and then we'll talk about, somebody said black salve. I would not do black salve. We don't need to have anybody go through all that burning and all that pain. And understand something, black salve is painful. And guess what? Did you hear what he just said? He said he clapped it, and listen to what he's saying and understand. If I don't get my patients, my clients, call them whatever you want to be called, if I don't get them to take massive personal action, and they're just going to put black salve on and we're just going to have it eat away the cancer. What did they learn? Unless you're going to change your personality, you're not going to change your reality. The health of you is the mirror of your actual personality, everybody. And the reality is I'm trying to change Robert and his wife's personality, meaning the choices they make on what they think, what they drink, what they eat, how they treat themselves. Black salve my butt. I would not do black salve. If you want something painful, do it. But if you want to have, a permanent change in someone's life, you teach them the perfect day from the moment they rise until they close their eyes. That means that they are in the present moment and owning their life and making choices that are based on self-love and self-care, nothing else. Robert, what did I tell you to take and do?
You told me to take DMSO aloe vera in silver bullet.
One second. Everybody, I told him to use DMSO gel. You will take a look at that. You'll see it on my store at store.docofdetox.com. You can read about it. DMSO is made out of pine trees. DMSO is a beautiful solvent. Now, whatever you put on top of DMSO or whatever you put on your skin and then DMSO, it will take it into the body. So the only thing we want to do is make sure that we only put things that are natural and pure with DMSO. Now, DMSO is a solvent. It'll go in and loosen up and make the scar tissue into more beautiful connective tissue. It'll melt the crystallization in the face, which is the lactic uric acid. It'll also go in where there is no circulation, where there is mutation, inflammation, and it'll go in and it'll bring more circulation. And this is why DMSO is frowned upon by the pharmaceutical companies, because it also reduces pain. And I told him to only use a little bit. So his cancer was about the size of a quarter. Is that correct?
Not really, a little smaller. Maybe it was I would say a nickel.
Okay, so a nickel. Okay, my apologies. So it was about the size of a nickel. So the reality is that I just had you use a very tiny little bit. And how often did I tell you to put it on?
You told me to put it on every hour. So
yes. So I told him to put the DMSO on every hour. Now, here's the thing. You need to get this. So I go to a natural health practitioner and they tell me to do something. But the reality is your functional medicine doctors, a lot of them, your natural health practitioners, they're going to tell you the same thing like a cookie cutter. I told Robert what he needed to do for his condition. When it comes to every individual, you look at their personality, you look at their reality, you look at their physical and emotional. And then what you do is you create a program that you're going to be the most successful at. If Robert has a 20-foot hole, I'm not going to give him a 5-foot ladder, tell him to climb it 4 times and he's out of the hole. He's not out of the hole. So let's make that perfectly clear. So I told him to put it on every hour. A little bit of DMSO. And then what else did I tell you to do?
You told me to mix it with a structured silver bullet.
So a silver bullet gel. So I told him to take a little bit of silver bullet gel, which you can eat. And believe it or not, I have a lady right now, and you can believe this or not believe this, and she has cancer in her eye. Okay? And nothing is touching it. So what did I ask her to do? Well, I asked her to use our Bright Eyes Nano Fulvic drops, which are the only fulvic you can put in your eye. Nobody else has been able to figure out how to do that without injuring somebody's eye, but we have it in such a nano pure form, it'll go in and just bring out the acid and decrystallize and drop off nutrients. The other thing I asked her to do was to drop just a little bit of silver bullet gel in her eye throughout the day and just take a 5-10 minute break, just a little bit of the gel, not the spray, and just take a little break and close her eyes and then do her belly button therapy, do her lion heart breathing, put a slight smile on, change her whole outlook, and allow that silver bullet gel to just soak in there. And then I told her when you go to bed, I want both eyes to have the silver bullet gel put in every time you do the one with cancer, you do the one without cancer. Because guess what? They work together. Just like if you had a breast problem, you would do one breast and you would do the healthy breast because the healthy breast is not healthy. let me tell you something right now. There are no genetic diseases. There are only epigenetic diseases. You better get that. It's all in here. Okay? 7 inches to freedom. And understand, you can't show me one disease that is genetic. And that's BS. And that's how the whole medical system is creating a platform of dishonesty. And I'm telling you that right now. Go do your own homework. They did a big research on the Genome Project. And guess what they found out? That there are no genetic diseases. Did you get to hear about that? Not me. So now I have this lady she's going to be coming on, okay? I also have her using a Bioptron light and doing other things, but wait until you see when you unleash and you harness the power of nature, that's what happens. Anyways, what else did I tell you to do?
You told me to put a drop of essential oil, frankincense.
Yeah. Now, we have what's called frankincense, everyone, but we have one that's called frankinzen. Frankinzen is the most concentrated, pure frankincense on the planet. When we have women using this for their vaginal infusions that they do, that you can see in my do-it-yourself guide in my library, he's only using 1 drop. Is that what you're using, 1 drop with it?
Yes, 1 drop.
Okay, so he could use more. You could have used more, and you.
No, I'm sorry. I used 2 drop on this one.
Okay, well, you can use even more. You use as much as you need that you feel a tingling and a slight little kind of tingling and warmness on the area, because we want to be affecting it on a metabolic scale. Okay? All right.
Question, Dr. Daryl. Can you put silver bullets in if you got watery eyes?
Okay, first of all, watery eyes, just so you know, watery eyes are, first of all, infection creates inflammation. Inflammation creates watery eyes because you got to call the fire department to go and put out the fire. Now, you can put silver bullet gel in the eyes. You could put Bright Eyes Nano fulvic drops in the eyes. You could put silver bullet spray in the eyes. You can actually spray or put a drop of our infinite iodine in your eyes too. All of these things are going to help to heal the eyes. Remember, infection creates inflammation. Inflammation creates scar tissue formation, crystallization, creates glaucoma, detached retina, creates floaters, which are mucus problems. Everything can be turned around. I mean, go to an ophthalmologist and they won't even know what I'm talking about. That's how crazy this world is. They won't even know. What is he even talking about? Oh my God, I don't know if I would do that. If they haven't heard about it before, I don't know if I would do that. The reality is nobody can stop us because everything I use is totally natural and you can't hurt yourself, okay? So that's the big deal right there. So yes, you can. And watery eyes show that there's inflammation. And who's got that? You?
I do, yes.
Well, then you still have an inflammatory diet. What are you cheating on? Be honest. Come on, you can do this.
Well, you told me when I eat the eggs in the morning, so...
No, are they raw eggs?
No, they're organic, but I put them in water.
Oh, well, what I prefer you do is I don't want you eating until 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock every day. I want you to do me a favor, and before you eat, I want you to have already 2 quarts of warm to hot structured water drank. Okay, we really need to do a good cleansing here. If you take a look under your eyes, look at my eyes. Okay, there's no bags. There's no bags under my eyes, okay?
Yeah, that's right.
You've got bags under your eyes.
Yes.
Those bags are you don't drink enough water, you don't drink the right kind of water, okay? And that's why you have the bags. Okay, people think because you have bags, you've got water. Well, you don't. When you've got bags under your eyes, you've got kidney problems because you don't drink enough water. When you have dark circles under your eyes, that's your bowel backing up waste and clogging up your liver. So just know that. This goes back like, this is the best way to go. You know, I do no testing anymore, except in my clinic, I do bone density test. That's it, just so people know where they're at and how much bone they're leaching, how much calcium they're leaching out of their bones, but their stress and their inflammatory diet. But the reality is we don't need to do any testing to know exactly where a person is. You know, it's all about the testing, isn't it? We're all test nuts, okay? All right, so no, you need to clean up your diet a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right. And you know that. And you need to, and I would not, do not eat right away when you get up in the morning. It's called break fast. Do you want to be healthy?
Yes.
Well, then get up in the morning and hydrate. Be like the animals. Get up in the morning, go down to the river, gorge yourself with water, and then go have a big old fat dump. Okay? All right? Don't be just, you're not a garbage can. Now, I tell you right now, you eat 3 meals a day, don't you?
Yes.
Stop it. You're not a garbage can. Human beings do not need 3 meals a day. I eat 1 meal a day, but I will do a blender drink. Okay? In here is beet juice and my curcumin cayenne 5000. I open it up and I put it in this. It's a little burny, but that's okay. I like it burning a little bit. And before I did that, look at this. I just finished this off. This was full of green juice. And this morning I did a quart of water with black diamond in it. Okay, are you ready? With black diamond in it. And before I did that, I did a glass of water with calcium ion in it. So how much liquid did I do today? So now I didn't eat anything, but I did take a lot of nutritional stuff. How's my energy levels?
Looks good.
Okay, so understand something. When you eat, what did you eat this morning?
I had the.
Honestly, what did you eat?
I had a poached egg and wheat toast.
Okay, well, wheat toast is terrible. You shouldn't do wheat toast. Okay, that's GMO'd, boy. It wasn't organic wheat toast either. And I don't want you eating toast. Okay, bread's dead. I don't want you doing that. And also, I can't see your face. Can you move down a little bit? There you go. Nope, come up. Okay. Nope.
Like this?
No, I can't even see you. Look, you should be able to see yourself. Can you see yourself in the phone?
Hang on.
There you go, right there.
Yeah.
Try to keep it stable. Good job. Thank you, sir. Okay. So the reality is I don't want you eating more than 2 meals a day. And the more you cook, the worse you look. The more you fry, the sooner you die. Are you getting this? And I told you, if you wanted eggs, if you wanted to take a raw egg, okay, and if you take raw eggs and you put them into your blender drink, okay, raw organic free-range eggs, and put them in your blender drink, you absorb almost 80% of the aminos. If you cook it, you're absorbing a 17 to 22. And all of that, we don't need that in you, okay? And understand, I get it. Most people are addicted to these 4 inches, aren't they?
Yeah.
And everybody's got bad habits, right? I'm telling you, okay, do you know who owns all the food corporations in North America now?
Tobacco company, right?
Thank you. Okay, so, and do you know that the more you eat, the worse you look?
Yeah.
Did you know that eating takes 70% of your energy?
That's true.
Okay, so the reality is we want to take things that are in a pre-digested way so we don't have to waste all that energy, but we want to bring in concentrated light and frequency and nutrition. Did you get that? Okay, so what else did I tell you to do when you had your skin cancer that now is gone and you had no surgery and you didn't do any drugs, did you?
No. And what I do, I smell like you told me. I smell all the time.
You smell all the time, so you still stink.
No, I smile.
Smile.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so how has your life changed since you decided that you should smile all the time?
Oh, well, I'm happier.
Aren't you? And is your wife enjoying you smiling more?
Yes, she does.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a better relationship now with her?
Yes, we do. We always do.
Not always do.
No, well, sometimes, you know, she's got a way to do stuff, and I got my way. And we just need to fix it.
Well, just know this, that when 2 people have unconditional love for themselves and each other, there's nothing to fix. Okay?
Right.
If you don't want to take a course, if you don't want to go to Brainwash Boot Camp and reprogram yourself, just understand something. You're always going to have bumps in the road. It's your personality that creates your reality. If you don't change parts of your personality, how are you going to change your relationship with your wife?
Yeah. I'm seeing I see a practitioner that he worked with you. He lives in Quebec City. I went to see him because
Okay.
I had acid reflux, and he works on me. I'm 50% better than I was.
50. What did he work on?
And he worked on my stomach and my chest because I had acid reflux all the time.
Yeah, so what he did was, everyone, the reason why people have acid reflux, this would be your diaphragm, everybody. And what happens is because my dear friend here was constipated and didn't realize he was pushing his diaphragm down to try to have a bowel movement, and he was doing that for years. It became a habit. The stomach valve popped above the diaphragm, and so now he's spewing acid. Surgical therapist, what they do is they go in and they use their elbow and do Wolf non-surgical. They pull the valve back down, and now you don't have that anymore. But if anybody on here is having acid reflux, heartburn, okay, anything like that, or where you feel like you're gonna blow, okay, take 1 rounded teaspoon of baking soda. 1 rounded teaspoon of baking soda, and you're going to put that into 10 ounces to 12 ounces of warm water. And if it's structured, all the better. Take a look at what our structure units are. They're amazing. And you get 90 days. If you don't like it, send it back. But anyways, you're going to put that rounded teaspoon of baking soda in and stir it and drink. And it's going to buffer down the acid. And let me tell you something. There is a doctor in Italy that actually takes baking soda, okay? And what he does, like Arm & Hammer, okay? Arm & Hammer's fine, you can buy that. And anyways, and he will actually take it and he will infuse it into people, transfusions, to help to reverse cancer. Now, understand this. If you are a stress junkie, okay, if you feel pressure on your chest, you get high blood pressure, okay, you feel like you've got monkey mind, then, or you feel like a burning in your chest or acid in your throat, that can cause throat cancer, for God's sakes. Can cause heart damage, can cause breathing problems. You do the baking soda until you can see a non-surgical, a Wolf non-surgical body worker. Or why don't you get a Perfect Day consult, everyone, for $150 and it'll stop. It's because guess what? You don't chew your food. You think you've got a second set of teeth in your stomach, okay? And you don't know how to food combine. And you're also eating processed dead food or chemical-laden food. So understand that. And guess what? Everybody says they eat great. Isn't it something? Everybody says they eat great. Everybody says they have great bowel movements. Meanwhile, okay, the population, and I mean majority, in between 85 and 90% of the population is actually dying. Well, what do you think an autoimmune disease is? That's the body attacking itself because the person attacks themselves first and foremost on an emotional level, way before a physical level. We've all been programmed to go after ourselves because we're just unworthy, right? So what else did I tell you to do?
Well, you told me to keep to put C60 oil on my face where the cancer was.
Yeah, that's right. Now, everyone, my MCT C60, just understand something, is the best C60 in the world. And you can go and check it out if you want. We're the only ones, though, that actually produce C60 like this. We have MCT oil C60 and hemp oil C60. And C60 is 250 times stronger than vitamin C. It will heal skin conditions faster, but when you take it internally, it will repair brain damage. Your eyesight comes back. It will repair whatever's broken. Whether you believe this or not, everyone, go do your homework. I did a posting this morning, and I did a posting on research that was done on humic acid. We have the purest humic acid in the world. We're the only company that does not use heavy metals. Humic acid will actually pull out, you remember this? Everybody who got the B? It'll pull the graphene out. That is an actual research. It's in PubMed. I put it up this morning on Facebook. I posted it. And understand something. Between C60, MCT oil C60 or hemp oil C60, and humic acid, okay, that will pull out the nanos. Don't believe me? Go look at the research. There's third-party research out there, okay? All right? And I'm telling you right now, I will prove this, that there isn't a person out there that within 6 weeks to 3 months, we will take away 85 to 95% of all the symptoms, pain, and suffering. What any condition a person has, they will be able to take it away by the strategies and the things that we do to support you. Because when you get a consultation from us, you get lifetime support. And you get my 400-page manual, and you get lifetime support, and it's only for $150. That's it. That's all I want. Okay? Because I've got to be able to pay my practitioners. Now.
How do you take the humic acid?
Okay. Well, first of all, for you, I wouldn't just get the humic acid. Just get Black Diamond. Black Diamond is fulvic and humic in a nano. And all you do is put it in water. It stirs itself. Don't stir it. It goes into the brain, the blood, okay? And it goes right down to the mitochondria, okay? It goes right into the tissue cells. And take, one other thing, also take Black Diamond for the blood, brain, and tissue cells. But take Black Gold, it only works in the digestive tract, from your mouth to the rectum. And they both drop off 70 micronutrients. They both, guess what they are? They're the greatest parasite cleanse, heavy metal cleanse. Are you ready for this? Fungal cleanse that you can take. Understand something, and I need you to get this, my friend, that if you actually were to stay on a perfect day diet, which you're not on yet, because I don't want you eating cooked food until 11 o'clock. And even then I don't. I already told you. I told you I wanted you to do a blender drink at 11 and made out of berries, so high in antioxidants, high in MCT, okay, so that it will go in and help to repair you. So berries, oat milk if you want, 1 or 2 raw eggs at 11 o'clock. Man, you're satisfied. If you want 4 inches of pleasure and you don't want to consider the other 30 feet of your digestive tract, then keep living like you are. Would you like to be happier? Would you like to be healthier? Would you like to have more energy? Would you like to be symptom-free of pain?
Right. I understand.
Okay. All right.
So
Anyways.
I do Black Gold every morning, right? Is it Black Gold? But I put in an ounce a glass of water.
I know, but in a glass of water, that's hard to take it. I mean, Black Diamond mixes, and if you put Black Diamond into any drink, it brings up the nutritional factors, brings up the taste and everything. But Black Gold is meant to be in a blender drink. Okay. And you need to understand, everybody should be doing an organic berry drink every day. And only pick one berry. I love strawberries or blueberries, you know. And do a blender drink. If you really wanted to be healthy, you'd do 2 salads a day. And you do 2 blender drinks a day. And you would just follow that regime for at least 6 weeks and see how you feel. And you can put 1 or 2 organic eggs, free-range eggs, into both of those blender drinks. And guess what? You do know, okay, I want you to know this, that, you know, 2 raw organic eggs have the same amount of protein that you would absorb if you ate a 12-ounce steak. But most people that eat a 12-ounce steak, it's going to rot inside of them. How many dead animals do you have to eat to be well? And most people can't digest dead animals, right? Anyways.
I haven't eaten any red meat since I knew you.
Okay, and how do you feel? Are you feeling better without the red meat?
Better, and I don't need that.
I know, and then people will say they need red meat, and that's because they don't have a nutritionally balanced livet. And I don't want to say diet, because people that go on diets are always sick, aren't they? What diet are you going to go on now? Why don't you just get a livet, a perfect day livet? That's what it is. Listen. People are always going to have to do deep cleanses. They're always going to have to go to the doctor. They're always going to have to be on medication because they're not on a livet. They're on a diet, and that's it. People are always going to have to do detox programs because they're not on a perfect day diet. When you're on a perfect day diet, okay, and you've been on it long enough and strong enough, from 9 months to 2 years, depends on the person, you don't have to do any more cleansing. because you're so high vibrational and you've programmed yourself not to dilute your choices because you need to have love from someone. Oh, I really don't want to do that, but I need a friend. Oh, I don't really want to do that, but I want her to love me. I want him to love me. Oh, I'll eat that because I want to get along with her. I want to get along with him. Well, guess what? The most important thing that you'll ever protect is your vibration and that your frequency, because we're electrical, magnetic, light energy beings. And if you don't want to do that, then you can kiss your butt goodbye. And that's the truth. What else can I tell you, my friend?
Well, I think you told me enough, so I trust you, and I'm going to do what you tell me.
Well, go back and take a look at the Perfect Day diet.
Yes.
And understand something. Incorporate that, you and your wife. Stop eating all that dead food. Okay, so say this. The more I cook, the worse I look.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. No, I do it. Go ahí hasta 11 o'clock.
No, come on. I want you to say it.
Oh.
If you say it, okay, everybody, I need you to get this. If you say something out loud, it is 100 times stronger. So the more I cook, the worse I look.
The more I cook, the worse I look.
The more I fry, the sooner I die.
The more I fry, the sooner I die.
And guess what? We're talking about frying your mind out by worrying about the world, worrying about your family, worrying about the children, worrying about everything. Just take massive personal action with a smile and connect to your Lionheart breath. Put your shoulders back, your chin up, and live your passion and your purpose and show people how to do it. What do you think of that?
We'll do it.
Okay? And understand something. You got the face cancer because you were unwilling to face something. Now, what happened in your life that you do not want to face that you are burying? And I don't need to know it, but it was so hateful because cancer comes from hate. And people are going to go, I don't hate anyone. No, you hate yourself. You hate something that happened. You buried it. Okay? And guess what? It mutated in you. Understand, we are light energy, electrical, magnetic beings, and thoughts are not just thoughts. They create things. Thoughts create matter. So is it healthy matter or unhealthy matter? And remember something, your skin is a direct reflection on your large intestine. So we know your bowels need more support, right?
Yes.
Then work on it. The large intestine is the holy grail.
Okay.
My skin is so good because my bowel is so healthy, and I have at least 85, 90% of my bacteria in my bowel are good guys, not bad guys, like 90% of the population that has an autoimmune disease. And understand something, and you need to get this. If the world were to buy into my BS, daily cleansing tea, black gold, morning and night, the tea, black gold, in 2 blender drinks twice a day, and at least 1 large salad, and then drinking, if you're a man, 4 to 5 quarts of warm to hot structured water. If you're a woman, 3 to 4 quarts of warm to hot structured water. Put a little black diamond in there, which is humic fulvic, okay? And it's the best in the world. We wouldn't have this problem. We wouldn't have it. And the reality is how old are you?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
75.
Well, you're 75 years old, so guess what? Love yourself more and go deeper with this program. Have you ever done an Ultimate Coffee Enema yet?
Oh, yeah.
How many?
We're still doing it.
And it makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Of course.
Okay. What else are you doing that you don't want to mention?
What else we do?
See, you know what? If it was a woman on here, she would have said, I do an Ultimate Coffee Enema to purge and clean my liver. Because it's a man on here, he doesn't want anybody to know that he sticks something up his bum.
Yeah.
Yes.
What else do you do?
We do coffee enema, and then what else we do? We do, we flapping every day.
Is your wife doing coffee enemas too?
Oh, yes.
She's doing the Ultimate Coffee Enema. How does she like it?
Yeah, like I don't have preference in the morning. My first preference says 11 o'clock.
She said she don't eat breakfast in the morning, only 11 o'clock.
Well, you know why, don't you? Because women are a lot smarter than us guys, okay? You know that, don't you? She's smarter. And
My juice and water.
Green juice.
Water.
you rock that thing, girl. All right, very good. Well, thank you. So let's touch base in another month or two and we'll prove to people that it just doesn't come back and that the whole health world is based on BS, and the BS I'm talking about, it stinks to the high heavens. Okay? All right? Thanks, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Be well.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye now. Hey, everybody. So anyways, that was a very dear friend. Okay? Well, you know, I can call him a friend. I'm allowed to call my patients friends. Okay? And that's the way that is. And understand this. He had skin cancer the size of a nickel, and it was on his face. And I had him do some nutraceuticals like curcumin cayenne 5000, daily cleansing tea, black gold, black diamond. I had him clap his face as hard as he could for every day for at least 5 to 10 minutes. I had him put DMSO on there, gel. And I had him also mix the DMSO gel with silver bullet gel. And then I had him put a couple drops of C60, MCT oil C60, and then a couple drops of frankincense, which is a lot stronger than frankincense because it's concentrated. And guess what? That was July. So that was, let me see, August, September, October, 3 months. Okay, less than 3 months. Okay, he got rid of his skin cancer. No drugs, no surgery, no radiation, no chemotherapy. So the bigger it is and the longer you have it, the more you're going to have to build a deeper ladder. Because understand, I'm going to end this now. I might be back on again with another Real People, Real Healing this afternoon. I don't know. We're going to see. Because I was going to go out and do something, but then I've got like 3 people that want this. But what was I going to say? So the reality is this, as long as he keeps doing what took it away, it's not coming back. And he won't have to be as aggressive. If you have a 20-foot hole, you give somebody a 20-foot ladder. Okay, and just so you know, everybody, if you just came on, I wear these. These are called Teslas. These are fullerene lenses. They take the blue light. They take the all the frequencies that come off of cell phones, and if they hit my eyes or go through this, it turns them into healing, so it heals my brain and my eyes. You may not know this, but I had prescription glasses. I no longer have prescription glasses because I take C60, MCT oil C60. I do a lot of it throughout the day. I also wear the Tesla glasses. I also put silver bullet gel in my eyes before I go to bed at night, just a little bit. And then throughout the days, I use what's called Bright Eyes nanofalvic drops. And now that I'm back doing this show, I'll be wearing glasses a fair bit. So just know it's about me saving my eyes, because your eyes will burn, your eyes will feel dry, you'll have a headache, you'll be exhausted. How many people know that more than 3 minutes on blue light therapy, which is a computer or a phone, will cause brain damage? Go into my library and you don't believe me? Well, guess what? There's a lot of things that are going on inside of you, all the way from just nervous problems to cancer that are actually being fed by the blue light. Isn't it kind of crazy? I'm going to leave you with this, okay? Think about this one. Oh, go to my library and go in and look at 5G blue light toxicity. Go watch that masterclass. But isn't it something crazy? We are light, energy, electrical, magnetic beings. Let that sink in. You came here as a spirit. You're going to leave as a spirit. Believe it or not, that's how it is. Okay? I didn't write the story. And the reality is, we have now an invisible war going on. Well, invisible war too, because of television. I mean, you believe in all their stuff. You shouldn't be watching that stuff. But here's the big one. Blue light is more toxic right now than 5G or 6G. Why? Because you do so much of it. You're on your phone, you're on your computer, you watch your TV, you have LED lighting in your house. Seriously? Okay, and guess what? Are you ready for this? These same psychos, okay, that put a diaper or tried to put a diaper on our face for 3 years, okay, and they're going to try again, okay, they could have made all our phones not with blue light. They could have made all our TVs. They could have made all our lighting with actually natural light, and not just that, but giving off frequencies that heal the body, that don't destroy it. These sons of you-know-whats. And understand something, God's not coming to intervene, okay? God may be sitting back and going, you're not taking massive personal action. You know what? Planet Earth is a life-threatening, fun-filled adventure, and you don't get it. But I've let these psychos hold the keys to the finances and to the corporate world. And guess what? All you had to do, you 8.5 billion people, is rise up against 250,000, and you could have taken your life back. Why couldn't you have loved and cared for yourself and made better choices and decisions? You think you're the highest vibrational species in the universe. You're not even the highest vibrational species on the planet until you unconditionally love and care for yourself. And there it is. And if you don't like it, I can't really do anything for you, because guess what? You're running a program of not liking or caring for yourself. There is no way in the world that you should have a disease of any sort, because that means not at ease. That means not in love with yourself, not caring for yourself, not in alignment, not in harmony with yourself, and definitely not vibrating at which that which created the universe would like you to vibrate at, because you're full of BS. Dysfunctional belief systems, and you'll probably stay there, because guess what? It takes a lot of self-love and self-care to tell your family you're not going to eat like them, think like them, drink like them, and you are not going to compromise your health anymore because you need to be loved by somebody else that's only going to take the love back when you don't do what they want. So I say, let me just love myself unconditionally, totally, and then guess what? Then I'll love everybody else, no matter who you are or what you think of me. That's the deal. And that's how I'm going to have a great day every day, okay? So I will be on here on Monday with Oliver Foxen, genius, and we'll be talking about thunder shrooms, which are the most powerful immune-enhancing building product in the world. 45 years of research. We're the only clinic outside of Asia to carry these. They're 90-year-old mushrooms. They grow on the side of trees. And understand that 95% of all mushrooms are only 2 to 6 weeks old and grown in a laboratory. And understand this. We have people that will take our C60, our MCT oil C60 or hemp oil C60. This is not my fault that this happens, by the way. And they will also do calcium ion therapy, and then they'll do thunder shrooms. And guess what? Every month we have somebody walking out of hospice that was supposed to have their ticket punched. Understand something. I'm not making any claims. I'm not promising any cures. We are electrical, magnetic, vibrational beings, and everything that I will bring onto my program is going to be high electrical conductivity, because guess what? When you go, there's no electricity in this thing. When you are sick with a disease, there's not much electricity in here. Well, what if I told you we could put the electricity back in to get you out of bed, to turn around that dis-ease? Everything is about light and frequency. So put a smile on your face and leave it everywhere you go, and watch how you heal yourself, okay? I am love. I am healed. I am Braveheart. 3, 2, 1. We got this when we come together. God bless.